right, good morning and welcome to another day of Start Your Day with Yay. It's Thursday. Tomorrow is going to be cold. We're supposed to have snow. My dog's trying to get in the episode again, into the morning show. So listen, let's get right into the news here. So if you have been paying attention to our Facebook account, you'll notice that our Columbia County New York Citizen Action Network page has gone dark. We are working with Facebook. There's a lot of stuff going on. We are not upset. This is kind of good that this has happened. There's a lot more in-depth. We have access to the page. I have access to Jeffrey AA. We still have access to the Columbia County New York Citizen Action Network page. We have digital copies. And we are working with Facebook to clear the matter and find out exactly what happened, who did the details, and transpired. So that's in with the legal department. We are actually working very hard. There's a lot more going on to this. We will get back into that when we have the details back up and we can share all the further information on that. Again, we have a new channel, Start Your Day with Yay. It's our morning show. We have also our now YouTube Live, Start Your Day with Yay at 5 a.m. And we are all now on Twitter at Start Your Day with Yay. Give those pages a like if you're on YouTube or you're on Twitter. We will be doing daily updates on both of these, including our Facebook page. And once we have our original Facebook pages back, everything will be merged together. Details are being worked out with Facebook. We're taking care of it. So that's enough for that. Give this page a like, a share, let everybody know that we're still online. We're still doing our job, and we will continue to do our job. So, and to get back further than that, one more thing I mentioned on this is a couple people have approached me on communication with me, myself, and Start Your Day with Yay and the Columbia County Citizen Action Network. There are a couple apps out there that we have now looked into that we are doing that is secure private communication, which will erase within 12 to 24 hours. That data will be deleted, and that way it's more of a secure and private connection when you can reach out to us with the tips. We will have further information on that later on our page. We do have a WhatsApp page. We will release that information on more secure ways. But yet you can still reach me at startyourdayyay@outlook.com. Yay_Jeffrey at iCloud.com. You can still reach out to me in Messenger, and everybody has my phone number. There's multiple phone numbers now. One of them being my original of 518-965-6667. All right, let's get into our news. It's a very short broadcast this morning. We got to go into Hudson, New York. A couple of good changes going on in Hudson, New York. Well, there's some good and not so good changes going on in Hudson, New York, and that's up to you to decide. But Hudson, the local law was introduced at the informal Common Council meeting around the city charter concerning term limits of the office of the mayor. It would be extended from 2 years to 4 years. The amendment would be on the ballot in the general election this November 3rd and take effect January 1st of 2022. So we are actually really happy to hear that. We've always wondered, when you have a mayor in a city with 2-year term limits, and this is pretty much any position with a 2-year term limit, how do you judge a mayor? Their first year is actually spent creating new policies, getting their feet wet, getting into the ground, starting to do policies. And then in their second year, they're already gearing up for re-election. There's no time to judge their new policies and procedures and the things that they've done and the programs that they want to establish. So this is really exciting news for Hudson, New York. I've always personally felt that term limits of 2 years was ridiculous in the city of Hudson, New York. How do you judge a mayor on a 2-year term? How do you get your policies and procedures across? How do you make effective changes for the people? So this is actually exciting. Evidently, we'll start the next term. Hopefully, we'll see who's running. Maybe Mr. Johnson will be running again. We'll see. But it's great news. The other thing we got to talk about, if you read the Register Star and other papers, and I couldn't believe the people that reached out to us yesterday. It's like, did you read the Register Star? And I'm like, no, I didn't read it actually today's copy. They're like, oh, check out the parking meters that they want to do on Warren Street. They want to charge 50 cents for parking on Warren Street from 2nd to 8th Street and all the parking meters. And it's not the point of the 25-cent increase that people are concerned about. We've heard some residents that live on Union Street. We've heard some people that park on Warren Street And we heard the reasons why, and I really think that the Hudson Common Council and the mayor needs to rethink this. And I'm going to tell you why. These are the concerns that came to us. A, you know, nobody cares about the 25-cent increase. It's 25 cents. Not that big of a deal, but it is a big of a deal because you're pushing people to park on Union Street. The residents on Union Street are having a hard time being able to park on Union Street, and people are pushing over there. I know that the article is geared that they were trying to push these people that would park on Warren Street for more than 2 hours into the city parking lots. And what we're actually getting on the city parking lots, and it makes a lot of sense. This is not the right time to do this. People are still in fear of the shootings that have gone on between State and Columbia Street. They have fear of parking anywhere on that side of Warren Street. So the parking lots are behind City Hall Place. There's one there. There's one up by the DMV office. There's all these parking lots over there. People are not secure to park over there until, I mean, there hasn't even been an arrest yet on the last drive-by shooting. And what we're getting is now you're pushing people to park on streets that they don't want to park on, that they don't feel safe and secure. So, you know, we would hope that you would listen to the residents that are speaking out, that don't feel safe and secure, the visitors that don't feel safe and secure, that are going to be there more than 2 hours, to park in those general vicinities until you can provide the safety and security and the arrest of the drive-by shooting and whatever else is going on the State Columbia Street area. So that's one of our things that we want to talk about. And then, you know, we were talking about the Register Star. And it was brought to us too, is where did Amanda Purcell go? Amanda Purcell, you know, maybe we are missing it, or if somebody knows, but the stories on Amanda Purcell seem to have disappeared out of the Register Star. We're not seeing Amanda Purcell anymore. Did they let Amanda Purcell go? Is she on vacation? What's going on with our favorite Register Star news reporter, Amanda Purcell, that covered all the Columbia County news? She seems to have disappeared. If anybody knows her whereabouts, we'd like to know. But, you know, even in today's paper, I didn't see any stories by Amanda Purcell. So other people are noticing that. What happened to their favorite news reporter, Amanda Purcell, out of the Register Star? We like Amanda Purcell. We're kind of concerned about it. Where'd she go? Maybe she's on vacation. Who knows? It is the Register Star. You'll never get an answer. Not a correct answer. All right, and moving right along, and we've got to touch this. You know, you've seen this on my Facebook page, on the Citizen Action, Columbia County, New York Citizen Action Network Facebook page. It's the Tranberg-Bennett family. It's the case from Austerlitz, New York, where the young lady died in December of last year. And originally what brought our attention to it is how quiet the media has been about this. How quiet Department of Social Services, the District Attorney, and the Sheriff's Office have been about it. And generally when there's a quiet story for a reason why the media is not getting involved in it. There's stuff that they don't want us to know. I am encouraging everybody to like the Tranberg-Bennett family Facebook page. Give them a like, follow this story. They were in court the other day. It was, I believe, what's today? Tuesday at 3 o'clock. Everybody was down in Judge Kowick's courtroom. There was a part one of this case, a family court case, with Department of Social Services, a bunch of lawyers, the district attorney, and the whole Tranberg-Bennett family. Very highly intelligent family. I'm like super impressed. I mean, it's just amazing how intelligent this family actually is. And you can see that they perceive themselves that way. It's an interesting story. It grabbed our attention. But there's something wrong with this entire case out of the Department of Social Services, the DSS, CPS division. And, you know, it follows our other cases that you have been paying attention to and stories that have been coming to us of other cases. And over the years, with District Attorney Scheika, the CPS division, the foster care, the whole foster care system. And is it a Columbia County problem? Is it a state problem? What's going on out of the CPS division in Columbia County? And we want to know, and we're really interested in following this case for that reason. But I do have to talk about, you know, the Department of Social Service lawyer was there the other day, And, you know, and I got to bring this up again because it's a part that just bothers me so much that after I heard this, I'm like, am I hearing things or what? So it was a big trial. I'm not going to get into a lot of the details because don't forget, there is a lot of children involved in this case. So there's certain things I'm not going to discuss because there's children involved, unless I get permission from the parents or whoever else. And that's the only way I'm going to discuss the children part of this. But DSS lawyer at one point had gotten up and spoken to the judge, and her comment was, Your Honor, I didn't like the way the defense attorney, the Tranberg attorney, Bennett family attorney, had addressed the court and said that he compared foster care to being in prison. And she said this in open court. And I'm like, did I fall asleep? Did I miss that part? Maybe I fell asleep. I don't think so. I was really alert, paying attention to what's going on. But nobody said that. And the defense attorney actually, I never said that. And Judge Kowak had to say, he never said that. My question is, you know, if we can't get important details right in a courtroom that's happening real time at that moment, and the courthouse was packed. I mean, there were people standing. Nobody else heard this. Where did the DSS lawyer even come up with this? If you can't get your facts straight in the courtroom in real time, how are we to believe anything that you say that happened that you're saying? I mean, you're hearing things or you're making things up. I mean, you literally, whether you got confused, are you that confused on this case as well? So, you know, it brought our attention to it. We're concerned about it. We're concerned about DSS CPS division, the lawyer, the comments, the district attorney. There's just so much. I beg everybody to give this page a like, follow the story. You know, it's definitely a public interest case, and it's going to take public interest in this case to make sure everything is going correctly in this case. But I don't have a trust in a lawyer that is saying things that nobody else heard. She heard. The judge had to clarify it. The lawyers had to clarify it. Nobody in the entire courtroom heard it, but apparently she did. I don't know how you can get that confused. But are you that confused on this entire case? I don't know. I have no clue. But we're paying close attention. So give the Tranberg Bennett family Facebook page a like. Pay attention to this story. The next court appearance is March 6th. I believe the judge had blocked out a week, such a large family, such a big public interest case, to hear the whole thing in a conference. So it should be interesting. Mark your calendars, March 6th. We will try to update you with what we can. We're only going to update you on things that we are allowed to talk about. We are not going to discuss the young children unless we have authority to talk about that. So, again, give them a like. March 6th, Columbia County Courthouse. It's blocked off for a week. Judge Cohen's courtroom. When you walk in the courtroom, they're looking for a bigger courtroom. Do not go to immediately check in with Judge Cohen's courtroom. Check with the officers. Find out what courtroom it is actually going to be held in. So that's our story for today. We are anxiously waiting to get Facebook back up. But like I said, we are also being very patient because there's a much bigger deal going on with our Facebook account, and we would rather have it resolved correctly with the details and the information that Facebook is now providing us. So again, I would like to tell everybody again, have a good day. It's snowing outside. Be careful if you're going out. And the muckraker needs to know what's wrong in your